Okay guys, this is so funny. So here's the, just give you guys a look at these orange shrimp. They look awesome in that with the black gravel. And a lot of stuff going on in here. And I'm really curious if anybody knows, what I've noticed is when I kick the filter on, I get this false purling like what's going on right there in that. There's some of it right there too, a piece of it. And there's a piece right there. See how it false pearls? But what I've noticed is that's the water line where I did my water change. And as I start to circulate the water with the filter, I get this purling, and it's just really odd. I don't know what's going on there. But I've added flourish now, so my plants are going to be doing well. Here we go. So what's going on with these glows? So this one's out over here, but notice this. Well, let me get the light right. This blue LED. See that blue LED back there? That's showing you got power. These things are done in such a way that if both bulbs are not working, guess what? It turns itself off. There is a video that I put out here maybe 3 or 4 months ago where I was trying to figure out why the lights wouldn't come on. And let me show you what happens, just so you guys can see it. What you're going to see, you're going to see this come on for 2 seconds. Watch this. I can't, let me see if I can get the, yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can, right here. You're going to see this come on, and then you're going to see it go off. Watch this. See that? And it's going to turn itself off. Look, see that? Watch this. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm having to physically, and I put this fan, turn the fan on so I could just say I got power there. But see? And then it's going to go off. Well, what's going on right there, and the fan's telling me I still got power in that circuit. What's going on is I had a bulb out. And, man, I've been in the dark for so long, and I wondered why. It's funny because I was like, why is this Oriental sword looking weak? And then I was like, why is this thing not crawling on the ground? And the plants in the back were doing good, but, you know, my swords weren't doing that well either. And then all this stuff in the front, if you guys remember how this Italian valve, I'm like, why is this Italian valve just crawling? Why is it so slow? And, of course, you know, the Java fern, but the Anubias, I mean, it almost grows in the dark. So, anyway, what I did is I went and I got this right here. It's 54 watt. It's a Life Glow. Getting ready to add it. And one other thing I noticed, because, you know, this was I built it myself. If you go back in the previous video, you'll see videos where I actually do this whole canopy where I mount this ballast and that ballast and do all the wiring, and then this piece of plywood actually that everything's kind of screwed to. In fact, you can see the screws right there that's holding the reflectors. But the point is, this thing's just kind of, this is high quality. And this is GLO right here. This is high quality. I'm telling you, it's high quality. But this thing back here is made really cheap. I wanted to show you guys something. See if I can show you. See if I can get it on the camera. Here we go. Look. So that's already chipped. And then watch this. See that? Look. See, that's cracked. This other one's cracked as well. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys really quick. It's so funny because I don't know how many months I've been this way, but it's been a while. It has been a while. And if you guys remember, I'm always like, yeah, the tank on the left is so much brighter with the 2 bulbs than the 4 bulb on the right, even though, you know, the wattage didn't make sense. A lot of things didn't make sense looking back on it. I was in the dark, right? I was an idiot. It was an IDT10 10T error, if you've ever heard that, ID10T, and I'll let you guess what that spells. But and a shout out to GSP for finally putting a video of the 20 longs up, which is looking killer. And he looks like he's looks like a biology control experiment for growing plants and aquatic stuff. He's got all kinds of crazy stuff in there, but I didn't understand why he had a do-it-yourself Pepsi bottle for CO2, and then he had a huge CO2 regulator running CO2 in those tanks as well. So I didn't quite understand that. But all right, I'm going to get busy here, and I will kick back on a video just to show you guys what this tank looks like when the lights are really on, and the owner of this tank has a clue, which hopefully will be soon. See you. All right, that is what I'm talking about right there. Now, the tank on the right looks just as bright. Holy smoke, I can't believe how clueless I was. And by the way, I got a indigo blue bulb in here, but I didn't go indigo blue again. But notice how the blue's peeking on those neons. They look lit. I mean, this is just night and day. It's just not even, it doesn't even look like the same tank. But the point is, and here's the deal, and I'm going to start logging it, but look how much brighter this is. See this angle? Go look at some of the other videos. But I'm going to get really good. This was like, look, if you look, this is almost melting. That's why it's letting go. See how it's letting go, and this stuff's like just trying to let go and get to the top. I think it's going to start crawling now. We'll see. And this stuff wasn't doing that good either. You know, this stuff is kind of crawling, but not really. But I wasn't getting lights in the back. Holy smoke. I can't believe that. So this stuff in the front now is going to start bumping. I'm telling you, it will bump. And just so you guys see it, this is sunlight in a can now. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And you can see the two bulbs. The one in the back is the one I added, and it matches the other two. The one in the front is that indigo sun. It's got a little bit more blue tint to it. And I really like the full spectrum one. And it's actually cheaper, by the way. It was the Hagen. But give you guys an idea what we're looking at here. Notice that LED. So if you have this ballast and it kicks on and then it goes off, it's trying to tell you something. The problem is I had it on a timer because the fronts kick on to simulate the daylight. So the fronts on this tank here, which is this left ballast, they kick on around 10 o'clock, and then they kick off around 4. And I just didn't really notice the difference because this tank had showed up and it was putting out some light. So anyway, but in bright light, look at these bad boys. They're rolling. And I got a happy tank now. That's all I got to say. Even the well's happy. And see, this wasn't thickening up. I was like, why isn't that thickening up? And it was growing, but it was just slow. And it was really growing from the roots, not from the sunlight. Same for that piece right there. And same for this piece right here. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. But I'm stoked. Finally got it figured out. And man, it's looking pretty good. All right, folks, have a good one. Mystery solved. And I'm no longer in the dark. See you later.